is where 5 people have died. 200 others were injured following an attack on a Christmas market. This is all according to a local German governor. Friday's attack happened in Magdeburg. That's about 100 miles west of Berlin. Police say a local doctor, a 50-year-old Saudi national who came to Germany nearly 2 decades ago, drove his BMW around a barrier and right into the large crowd of people attending the festivities. I spoke with former FBI senior executive Josh Skule, who told us where the investigation goes from here.
The priority is to make sure that there aren't any additional attacks planned for other Christmas markets in Germany. The German officials, both on the intelligence side and law enforcement side, will be reaching out to their contacts in Europe. The U.S. will certainly be involved in looking to make sure that helping them exploit his network, which means family, friends, and any postings on social media that they could find.
We're learning a few details about the suspect. We hope to learn more as the day goes on. But what goes into determining whether this was an official act of terrorism?
Well, it depends on his ideology. And we saw some initial reporting that said he may have been under the influence of alcohol or drugs. But right now, that's what they're trying to determine is if he had an ideological leaning towards some sort of terrorist organization, ISIS. As we've seen before, we saw attacks in Germany in 2016 very similarly, and we also saw this in New York City, unfortunately, in 2017.
The suspect, I'm always curious, he was not on any watch list. He allegedly acted alone. Does that make it even harder for investigators?
Oh, it's incredibly hard to find just a lone attacker, somebody who is consuming hate online and then decides to act independently without telling anybody or showing any signs to any friends, family, not posting on social media, talking about extreme ideology. It's very difficult.
You mentioned that attack in Germany in 2016, another one here in New York. Friday's attack, to your point, the second attack on a German Christmas market in just the past decade. Why are these markets, I hate even saying this, but seemingly popular as terror targets?
Well, I think terrorists look to attack soft targets, mass gatherings where they can do the most damage. Certainly, you have a lot of people out enjoying the Christmas holiday, going to the markets. It's an easy attack point if they can get in, and they can do maximal damage. That's what the definition of terrorism is, looking to incite terror in the public. So unfortunately, they look at these soft targets, civilian targets.
So now when they're looking into the suspect, what will they be looking for?
So they'll be looking immediately towards any contacts that he has that shows the similar ideology. They'll be looking at family and friends, what clues they had, who his close associates were, and then they'll be leading up to should they have seen other signs of radicalization, were there tips that came in, did he do any travel, and then they'll be branching out and getting all of that information from across Europe and the United States.
My thanks to Josh Skule for joining me this morning. And thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.